welcome. Peace and blessings. Good morning, Grand Rising. So I am here. Yep, here. After a very long, excruciating week, I am here. One moment at a time, 1 second at a time. And it's Talking Tuesday, so I wanted to just share with you all today on Talking Tuesday about how important it is to make sure you still take care of yourself throughout your life's journeys. Because, honey, man, so we're going to start with uh, a little piece of clean sage left. This sage smells so good. Ah, I use my sage until it is completely done. Peace and blessings. It's been a long, extreme week. Um, a long, long, long week. I really can't even go into the details, honey. It's just been a really painful week. And I wanted to make sure I get some goodness into the atmosphere. And I have a little bit more light left in this sage. Peace and blessings. Sending you some great sage along your day today. It's Talking Tuesday. And today, just make sure you get some goodness in your life. Okay, goodness around you. I missed you guys. It's been, like I said, it's been a long, long, painful week. And I'm thankful that I'm still here. Something at work tried to take me out of here. Okay. And I'm just thankful to just be here in this space and send you some great love. Okay, that is it. It is no magic to the recipe, like for real. Peace and blessings. Let me see what you guys says. Hello. Oh, T Hawk is in the house. Jonathan is in the house. Boy is in the house. Oh, thank you so much. This is my morning wake up, honey. Okay. This is just really nothing to it. This is my natural. This is me. Okay. Um, no makeup, you know, just me. You know, just me. That's it. Um, and this morning I was getting myself in a better mood. And I had a little bit light left in my sage. And I don't know how you guys sage, but I sage until it's no more brown on it. Send you some love, some light, some healing, some energy along your day. Mm. Get your purpose out of life. Because you got people, places, and things in the world really just want to take you out of here and either use you for your good, and once your good is gone, they are gone, or once the good is gone within your work ethics or in your spirit and your energy, it's like that's it. So make sure you get your goodness out of you before you allow other people to, other places to, all right, and other things too. So just sending you some love, some light, some healing, some energy along your way. Oh gosh, this sage. This sage is everything, okay? Make sure you subscribe, click that notification button, all right? And share. Share this with someone that just needs some good energy along their day. All right. Mm, peace and blessings. Just saging the energy and saging where you are in life. It really just helps out a lot. You know, getting some goodness along your day. I don't know where you guys are, but if you are watching this, what city, state, and country are you watching this in? And what's the weather like right now? Because in Philadelphia, the weather it was pouring, honey. It was seriously pouring. I got a little bit left on this side, too. Mm. I lit my sage in a little while, and it was time to use some love, honey. Some energy along your day, honey. Because, like, it's it can be people, places, things. It's no choice on what it may be, but it could just be that negative energy around you. It could be negative friends, family, foes. It can be a negative job, a negative career, a negative neighbor. It can be negativity in traffic, on transportation, on your flight, in the Uber ride, it Lyft. It can just walking down the street, child. It can just be negativity anywhere. So I'm just sending you some love today, okay? I needed to sage. I needed to sage the energy in my place. I needed to sage my energy. I needed to just sage, okay? And so I wanted to just share some sages along your energy today. You know they say if it's not one thing, it's another, right? Oh, this one is lasting too. Speaking of positive vibes. Ooh, my back. Ooh, ooh. Sending it on my back, honey. Okay. Mm. In the words I speak. Okay. Just around me. I don't know when the last time you saged your home or your workplace or your car when you let people in and out. But make sure you sage around you. I sage like my doorway, all around the doorway. I sage my front of my place. Um, just just whoever come in contact with your energy, make sure you sage yourself, sage your energy, because we all could be going through things, in which we all are. We all are what they say, work in progress. And I wanted to let this go out first. Um, and then I haven't did my sound bowl, my singing bowl, my Tibetan bowl in a long time. Mm, it's nothing like it. healing in my mind, healing in my heart. Mm. As I get my energy and place in line, I just wanted to share some love with you all. Whatever you may be going through, don't allow it to stop you. You know, just get what you need to get, recoup, rest, and, you know, refocus. And I had such a troubled time last night getting to sleep due to what I am now healing from. And when you are healing from things, you start to feel, and I am feeling every ounce of this healing, and it's really not enjoyable, but it's necessary. Mm. So just wanted to, on this Talking Tuesday, just really give you some peace and some love and some light and some healing and some energy along your way, honey, because a queen needed, okay? So, you know, I always love to give what I need. And you know, I was listening to this last night when it's difficult for me to sleep. I put on Zen music, I put on meditation music, I put on Tibetan bowl, sounding bowl healing, and it helps me out tremendously. Because all last night I was in pain, sleep in pain, um, and now healing, healing. Healing. Healing is a terrifying and amazing and beautiful part of life. And so, just going through those things in life, you know, I always love to come on and share, you know, life experiences with you all because we all go through life experiences, you know. And honestly, I'm not a privilege to say right now. Just know when you are healing through things, just know that it really takes so much of inner work and strength to really be able to, you know, absorb your process. And this is a process that is needed. And when things are needed, no matter when or why or who or what, if it's needed, it's necessary. It's necessary for the process. So this is a part of my process, and I am willing to go through the process because, for one, I have no choice. And then two, you know, it helps build character and it helps build strength and, you know, that feng shui within you, right? That depths, and it gives you that depths, you know. So Soon I will be going back to some normality within the show. So right now, this is a part of healing. So I don't know if you guys heal or how do you heal. Matter of fact, that's the question. What are one of a few things that you do to help heal through your process? No matter what that may be. What does your healing look like? Like my healing looks like one, you know, sound bowls or Tibetan bowls, meditation, peace and blessings. Thank you so much for joining. If you are still here, put some hearts in the chat so I know it's you. Put what city, state, and country you are watching this at. And also, how do you heal? Like, what do you do? Do you just whatever, and it's all, I forgot about it, it's gone? Like, what do you do? Do you deal with your heal? How to deal with your heel. Come on, Talking Tuesday. How to deal with your heel. So normally how I deal with my heel, I go running, I go walking, I exercise, I love putting on my pair of glitter shoes, okay, my glitter heels. And I love being in that space of me and just really figuring out me, right? And that's a few things on how I deal with my heel. So I believe that in these few segments coming up, there will be different tools and tips that I've used, that people I know close to me use, that you may can use, things like that to help deal with your heel. And I like that. So I don't know if you guys seen the video or the post that stated "Got Blue." You know, "Got Blue" is something that I found to be often, and not even trying to make it rhyme, but often true. And when going through life, things that we choke up with, right? Things that we should say, we ought to have said, we didn't say. You know how you be like, dang, like, why didn't I just say this? And then you go replay it in your mind, like, dang, I should have did this, or I should have did that. Wow. One of the things that I really enjoy. Peace and blessings, sis. Shamaya in the house. You can't hear? I can't hear you. Because no one else was going to tell me. Let's see. All right. Can you hear me now? I think it's because I had my... Can you hear me? Yes. No. Maybe so. I used to write a note to a boyfriend for like, do you like me? Yes. No. Or maybe. All right. Well, I mean, like, you heard a little. What that mean? It's either you hear me or you don't. I need to know, like, because I'm really about to go into this segment. And, like, so yes, you can hear me, or no, you can't hear me. Hear me? Yes? Okay, cool, cool, cool. So, I started out the segment of uh, lighting my stage and, getting my energy in line and order. And the energies that have been in my studio, and that's a lot of energies actually that have been here, especially a lot of artists um, that have come in this studio. Family, friends, foes, people that love me today, hate me tomorrow because they really don't know, you know. So just really, sharing some sage and some love and some good sage along your day. Okay. Like, let me do that again because I feel like somebody in a way wheeze in the back didn't get it. Hold on. Oh, that's a cute cover photo right there. Hey, somebody take a screenshot. So, you know, Talking Tuesday, I really wanted to share this because I really had to open back up Talking Tuesday. I keep the episodes, the name of the themes of the weeks to help keep me focused on what it is that I need to relay. Because if you guys have been here from a long time ago, you know my story. However, if you're just coming on, you just meeting me, make sure you subscribe too. But if you are just meeting me, I always share about the importance of learning and how I learn, right? And I feel like this is something we should all do, especially the older that we get and we are coming in contact with other energies. You need to be able to know how to mix and mingle with other energies, and not one, being able to absorb other people's ish, and then two, being able to know when you play, what role you play in whatever positions in life. And one of the things is me knowing my energy and the energies that I come across. And I come across a lot of energies in life. Just if you are empath, if you are a social butterfly, if people flock to you, you know, you come across a lot of energies. And I love people. I just don't like what we do. I don't like what we do to us, you know, friends, family, folks. I don't like how we interact with each other. You know, I feel like we can interact a lot better, and I feel like a lot of things would not even transpire because we would know ourselves to know, hey, I'm ready. I'm not ready. I'm ready for this. I'm not ready for that. I can do this, but I can't do that. I want this, but I don't want that. I changed my mind. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I like this, but a little bit of that. And you'll be able to really communicate more than what we actually do. I think it would solve a lot of problems. I think a lot of people wouldn't be in a lot of marriages, a lot of friendships. I feel like a lot of people wouldn't even have certain things in our lives if we will all just learn how to communicate and be honest with ourselves, to learn how to be honest with each other and our energies that we share, give out, right, and come across. So I wanted to first start off with sharing this sage with you all, because across this line, across the world, it's like just getting your energy together. And I've had a long, tremendous week, and just being able to get a form of healing helps out so much. And this sage is just about done. Oh, this is a pretty shot. It's learning how to deal with your heel. And when I do any of the themes of the shows, like I share, I like to keep keep it focused. And I always share about my learning and how I learn. And I learn a lot different than a lot of people. However, we all do. And then, in spite of all, we all have, different learning techniques, right? And so, one of my learning techniques is having a healthy routine, and it helps keep me in a space of not being in my trauma space and not being in a space where I've healed from and going back there. When you heal from things, you don't want to go back. I don't want to go back there. Like, like her is gone. And so I have learned that my style of learning, I have to keep it in a pattern space for me to remember. And so one of the pattern spaces is having themes of the week. Talking Tuesday, Mental Health Monday, Motivational Monday, Musical Monday, Model Monday, Talking Tuesday. And Talking Tuesday started with our original co-host in Atlanta, Georgia, and that's Yams, and JSM. And miss you guys to pieces. I can't wait to see you again. And so that way we can sit and have our chat because we do need a new chat coming up, a new talk coming up. And so one of the shows I would love to go back to Atlanta to release it and have, our discussions with them as well. And so today on Talking Tuesday, really just talking about healing and talking about the energies and talking about dealing with your heal, deal with your heal. And so one of my deal with my heals is, and one of the things I do to help heal is sage, is my Tibetan bowls, is meditation, stretching, jogging, running, modeling, singing, writing. And I've been writing this story. This story is amazing. Like I can't express enough how this book has really helped shape my perspective in decision making, my perspective in pro choice, my perspective in just a few things in my life that I have not been able to share. And so this book will help me share what we all may have experienced, whether if it's women in the right choices, in your pro choices, and men, of things that you may have experienced when women have went through certain pro choices, you know, um, so just writing and really listening to music and singing and those things help me deal with my heel. Also being able to talk it out, it really helps out a lot. It really helps declutter my mind and declutter my heart and declutter all the things that I may be experiencing. So today, I'm talking Tuesday. It's just dealing with your heel. Like, how do you deal with your heel? Like, do you phone a friend? Do you pray? Do you open your Bible, your Torah, your Quran? What do you do? Do you keep it all inside, or just make sure it just doesn't exist or no one sees it, not even yourself? Like, what are the things that you do to help deal with your heel? So, Shamaya, one of the things she loves to deal with her heel is she loves to bake. So, sis, you asked what you cook us for breakfast and lunch. um, so I didn't cook nothing for breakfast or for lunch. I do have a salad, and for breakfast I had a plant-based sausage with some cheese and some barbecue sauce on it. Yeah, haven't really felt in the cooking mood lately. Peace and blessings. Welcome, welcome. Once my pain starts to alleviate a little bit more, I'll be back into the juicing and cooking space. I just have not been there, to be able to. And I've just been working. I've been working my cheeks off, okay? Because as you've seen, a queen got a vehicle, and that vehicle costs money, okay? So thankfully, being blessed and being able to be in a healing space of just life, one door closes, you got a window that opens, you got a side corner of the door, the screen door just cracks open a little bit of whoops and some wind and some sunlight. And, it just really helps out a lot through your process of dealing how you heal or dealing with how you heal. So, just whatever you may do, I just encourage you to do something very positive, very healthy for your spirit and your soul. If you got mantras that you say, if you got workouts that you do, if you can phone a friend. And I'm not talking about any friend. I'm talking about a friend that really gives great energy towards you, great love and support towards you. Those are the friends that you want to keep around you. Um, Oftentimes we aren't able to really receive goodness because we have not let out the badness in us to be able to even absorb some good energy. So I really encourage, if you have not saged your energy, I highly encourage you to sage your own energy as well, not just the energy around you, but your energy, because you come in contact with a lot of negative energy, or a lot of cluttered energy, and you want to be able to make sure you are cleansing your energy and your aura as well. So if you are dealing with a new job and you're taking someone's, you've now moved into a new position, or you moved into a new home, or like I sage my vehicle, like just being able to sage your energy around you, because we do pick up energy, and for this to still be lit and it's just starting to go out, that means it was cleansing so much of this energy, So as this gets ready to soon, um, I don't know if deflame is a word, but it's starting to simmer down now. I'm very thankful for it, and again, thankfully to being able to be in at least sitting up space. I don't know how long we'll be able to sit up in this energy right now. Um, so I recently endured a new injury. Yay, great queen. So just being able to get that out of here and off of my body. Like, so I don't know how long we'll be able to sit in this position for a sec. Um, but again, dealing with my heel, and this is one way of how I deal with my heel. I do, oh, another thing. I love looking at things that make me laugh. So I don't know if you guys seen any funny videos, any fun memes. It helps wonders when you do a lot of laughter. It helps heal the heart. It helps alleviate a lot of stress. And so all last night and this morning, I just been kind of like really immersing in laughter, and having a belly full of laughter. It helps out tremendously. You know, Getting something good in your body, something good to eat, something nourishing to eat, um, listening to some positive affirmations, and watching something positive. I'm not saying you can't watch a good action movie. I'm not saying it. But if all you watch is demonic and negative shoot 'em up bang bang movies, all I'ma say is try you a good laughter movie or a good crying movie. Yes, fellas, you too. Don't act like you can't cry, because I done seen some of y'all cry before, and I seen some of y'all actually itch up, okay? And so I feel like just go with it. It's not a feminine thing to actually be immersed and enjoy your energy and your emotions. It's actually a really great thing to actually have emotions, especially fathers out here. We got Father's Day coming up. Like, you can't just say that you're a father because you made a baby. You can't say that you're a father because you just here in the child's life or children's lives. You gotta actively be a part, right? You gotta actively be on duty as a father. I don't care what you're going through. I don't care if the kid's mom, you don't like the kid's mom, you don't, whatever. You gotta make it some type of way to be able to show your babies that is more than life than anger. Because remember, you're teaching your babies when they grow up, this is the type of man to be with. And that's not really a cool thing to be emotionally unavailable. Whether if it's for your wife, your girlfriend, the love of your life, or your children. To be emotionally available is is a prominent thing. It's important, it's imperative. Because in those moments, you really find out who you really are and being able to get in touch with who you are. And that's important. So, dealing with how you heal means everything. Peace and blessings. Hey, Brenda. Brenda in the house. Brenda. So, as I'm dealing with my heel, and dealing with your heel, it's not just a physical thing, it's also an emotional thing, it's also a spiritual thing, it's also a sexual thing, it's also a financial thing. Dealing with your heel is on so many levels. And even if it's one at a time, make sure you deal with your heel so your heel don't gotta deal with you later, okay? And again, one at a time. I don't care if your credit is not the best. One moment at a time. One letter, one number at a time. Ping it up, okay? One. And I'm saying it in general, okay? Again, when I speak to you guys, I don't just speak to you. I speak with you from me as well, because these are things that I've been doing and being actively able to do it, and not a sometime. When you become a sometimer, you sometimes get the sometimes things and you get the halfway things. You don't really get the whole things. And so I have learned throughout my dealing with my heel to deal with it accordingly, because, honey, it will deal with you. It will deal with you. Me getting this vehicle, going to the different dealerships and seeing what I was optioned and being able to be offered and what I've worked hard for and what I still have work to do, right? And I go to this one dealership. They like, oh, you got all of these. Then I go to this other dealership. They like, you got this. Go back to the original ownership. They're like, sure, you still got all of these, but you got this too. And I go back to that dealership like, hey, give me back my money. I'm going back to here because I got more options and more things open to me. Where, like I said, the door closes and open a window open. And sometimes we cry about our what did not take place or what didn't happen or what was dismissed, right? But we also have to remember about what was saved from us or for us. I'm thankful that some of the roads that I was going to go down, I really didn't go down, because it really only would have ended in more of a disaster. People, places, and things, okay? Business deals, contracts, friendships, faux ships, whatever you want to call them, ships, okay? And sometimes when we are in a space of receiving and you're not really receiving, sometimes you really can cut off your own hand. And I talked about this like a few videos ago. I'm tired of cutting off my own hand and expecting to hold something. So it's like I have to stop handing myself the knife, cutting my own hand off, and then still trying to pick it back up. Like, it just does not work. So I am learning how to deal with my heel a different way than what I'm used to. And for that is growth on every level. The woman that I am today, oh man. Congratulations, Queen, because the woman I am today is surely not the woman that I used to be, because yeah, I just wasn't that awesome all the time. I just really wasn't. And I have now noticed that you will have people that really want you to operate back in that space. And no matter what, I don't need to operate in something that no longer fits me. So I'm dealing with my heel. And dealing with my heel, it looks like this. It looks like, honestly, laying somewhere and dealing with it, right? Dealing with it meaning resting. I don't rest enough. And I don't rest enough because I'm always on go. And when you are an action person, when you are a doer, when you are a leader, Those are the things that you do when you wake up with ambition, when you wake up with determination, when you wake up with, I got somewhere to be and I got something to do and I have people waiting on me. So when you have that style of crown, that weight really can get real heavy, real quick. And so me dealing with like I said, my back right now is on fire. It is on fire from the back of here down here. It's on fire. And healing, my style of healing, it will look like I will schedule a whole day just to think. No lie. I will schedule a whole day to think. Because if my thinking puts me in a strategizing space to move more equivalently, to move more efficiently, it's worth it. It's worth it. I'm an overthinker. I am a doer. I am a analyzer. Peace and blessings. Oh, wait a minute. It's a name. Let me see if I can say your name. The Quarry? The Quarry in the house. Did I say it right? Oh, me leaning up feels so good right now. I hope I said your name right. The Quarry in the house. Ferguson is in the house. Ferguson is in the house. Hey, peace and blessings. So, today on Talking Tuesday, I'm merely just talking about dealing with your heel. How do you deal with your heel? And I think it's very important to talk about how you deal with your heel, how you deal with life's adversities, how do you deal with life's scrutinies, how do you deal with when you fall, you hit your head, you hit your neck, you hit your back, you hit your eyes. How do you get back up? Like, what is your get back? What do you do for your get back? How do you deal with your heel? And I shared that I like sage. I like my energy, I sage my energy. We come across so many energies throughout the day, good, bad, and indifferent. We come across everybody's everything. And when we come across everybody's everything, just being able to sage your heel. And honey, my back is on fire. Ah, and again, when you get over something, you're getting over something else. You're always going to always get over something else, or not. Or you can just stay there and wallow in your pain and never grow and always wonder why is this happening to me? Ah, Ben, stop saying it because you know what? I'm actually glad a lot of things did happen to me. You know, um, I may have probably wouldn't have chose it like that, but I am thankful that a lot of things happened to me because through it all, it really allowed me to see what Whitney Houston said, allowed me to see my own strength. Now, I feel like, though, quoting that on some levels is kind of pointless, though, because the battle that she was battling with, which most artists battle with, is because they don't deal with their heel. And it's unfortunate. And Whitney Houston did not deal with her heel. She allowed she allowed it to deal with her. And I don't speak too much on other people's things in life because I'm not personally there. I just know certain facts about certain things, and that's really that. So it's like, okay, like for instance, like they say, people who are overweight, or don't really know how to manage certain things, right? or if you got junk all over, you don't know how to manage certain things, or if you're in debt, you don't know how to manage certain things. Um, if you get irate or irritated or angry, especially really quick, you don't know how to manage your emotions. So just being in those managing non-manageable spaces or not managing spaces, those are the things that how, you know, the facts of certain things. So if you knew how to control eating, you wouldn't be overweight. If you knew how to handle your anger, you wouldn't do it in 3 seconds. If you knew how to handle your money, you wouldn't be in debt. You knew how to manage your credit, you wouldn't be in debt. you know. Um if whatever it is, if you knew how to do this, you wouldn't have that. So that's where I say I looked in the facts of those things. Like if this was happening, you wouldn't need this to do that. Or if this did happen, you could use this to get that because you did these. So those are the variables, right? Blah, blah, blah. So dealing with your heel and how important it is, whether if it's soothing in a bath, whether if it's taking a walk, whether if it's phoning a friend, a good friend, and telling them, hey, listen, I don't feel okay today, or if dealing with something, being able to say, hey, right now is not a great time, but what is a good time is X, Y, and Z, you know, or let's play it by ear and still communicate. So just dealing with your heel. How do you deal with it? What does it look like to you? And what are some great things that you've used that really helped that may can help someone else? So if you have those options or those great words and great style, place them inside the chat box. It could be someone later that's going to look at it and be like, you know what, I should pick up, a music instrument. Let me see, if when I get angry, instead of me taking my anger out on people, I can go pick up my guitar, right? And play a song and say how I feel. And now, each time when I get angry, I can just go pick up my guitar and make beautiful music out of it. And then, now I don't have anger in my energy anymore because now I can be a better person for not only myself but for people that encounter me, right? Getting in touch with your energy, saging your energy, saging those things helps out tremendously. So right now, I just wanted to give some motivation and some positivity to someone right now that may need it. Because again, like I said, I give what I need, and one of the things I needed this morning was motivation because when you are dealing with physical elements, it can tie to your mental element, and your mental element can tie to your physical, and your physical can tie to your emotional, and your spiritual, and then your financial, because now you can spend impulsively or you can do things impulsively instead of just checking your energy. So today, like I shared, was about how do you deal with your heel and ways and tools that can deal with your heel, whether it's reading a book, listening to some music, and again, like I said, there are moments where I schedule nothing. As busy as my life is, scheduling nothing looks like a health and wellness day. And it looks like, you know what? I had so much going on. You know what? I need to take this time to rejuvenate my spirit. Because regardless of anything, honey, you cannot give from an empty vessel, okay? And oftentimes we let people, places, and things drain us from our vessels. And we're living organisms. What you water will grow. What you don't water or you neglect or you negate will die, on every level. So being able to water what's important to you and for you, not even to you, but what's important for you is more is more in depth than anything. So I just wanted to share that this morning for someone and also for myself. Like I shared, when I look in this camera and I'm talking with you, I'm also talking back with myself because it's a prominent reminder of, You know, again, what I give out is what I need back as well. You know, my nose is itching. I gotta put some oil on it. It's a little dry. It's, I just wanted to share that this morning, and hopefully somewhere around the world, you guys look at this and like, dang, like, I ain't never even think of it like that. But if you come and you look at it in a negative way, I'm really still talking to you because, you're not there yet. And again, like I shared earlier, sometimes we can be so filled with so much anger and so much animosity and so much turmoil and so much toxicities and so much of all the bad things that we got so much good in us, but it's so hidden and it's a hidden treasure and it's there and it peeks out and it peeks back in and it peeks out and it peeks in and it's just like, please release me. So in order to release the goodness, you got to release that badness that's in you as well. And again, how do you deal with your heal? How do you deal with your trauma? How do you deal with when that woman did you dirty or that man did you dirty or that job did you dirty or that position did you dirty or traffic did, like, how do you deal with your heel? Are you in a responsibility situation where you can take accountability for it, like, you know what, I effed up, I did, like, or I did this, but that was not me. I did these because of this, right? And so I just wanted to share that this morning with someone that, hopefully giving you some clarity within your energy and just cleanse your energy, even in your private areas, cleanse your energy, cleanse your heart energy, cleanse your mind energy, cleanse, the negative things people have said about you. And especially if especially if you take on the credibility of the person, right? You look at the person's life, you look at what they've been through, you look at what you know, and you be like, I'm just not going to take that advice because you're still on crack. So I'm just not going to take that advice. But I am going to use that as motivation and inspiration to not pick up crack, right? So you can still use certain things in your life that has hurt you and that has tried to demolish you and use it for good. So you do have those positive dealing with your heel on those negative and positive affirmations and negative positive situations, right? So I just wanted to share that with you guys. And again, don't forget subscribe, click that notification button. And again, how do you deal with your heel? For real. Like, do you neglect it? Do you just sense it? You don't see it. It's out of sight, out of mind type situation, type drawing. Or you like, that was the part I played in it. You know what? I'm not going to do that no more. Last time I did it, that was horrible. It didn't go well. Like, I'm a go where option B. you know, what do you do? How do you deal with your heal? So as I finish getting my healing and resting up, I thank you so much for joining today, Talking Tuesday, Talking Tuesday, Talking Tuesday, Talking Tuesday, talking. Talking Tuesday. Talk Tuesday. Talk Tuesday. Talking Tuesday. I'm gonna get a song for Talking Tuesday because I got a song for wellness. Wellness Wednesday. So I got something for Wellness Wednesday, but for Talking Tuesday, I'm gonna work for me. Talking Tuesday. Talking Tuesday. Nah, that was flat. I didn't like that. Talking. Talking. Talking Tuesday. Mm. Where we love. Talking Tuesday, where we love to talk so damn much on Tuesday. Yeah. Still got that though. Talking Tuesday. Talking, talking, talking Tuesday. Yeah, make sure you'll subscribe, click that notification button. And on Fantastic Friday, we have a yummy, Yakmo treat for you guys. Is it yummy? Oh, Yakmo. Where we visit a restaurant in Philadelphia. Linda Marchikisha Rosa. She was like, Mom, I want some foo-foo. And I'm like, girl, what you know about foo-foo? So we went to go grab some foo-foo. So you will see our interactions with this. Mm, I can't say the name yet. Y'all see. Anywho, I love you all with purpose. Thank you for continuing within my purpose and allowing me to bless your homes, your offices, your spirits, your goodness, your even not great moments. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to still be a part of you guys throughout my journey and life. And so it was not only a yummy or yuck moment, it was also a parenting. Wow. And she'd be like, podcasting. So one of the parenting while podcasting episodes in a yummy, a yuckmo restaurant and eatery review. So again, today's Talking Tuesday was merely about how do you deal with your heel and what are ways you can do. Excuse me, you can heal from whatever it may be, centering your energy, as well as our media moments coming up on our. Well, I don't know if I got something for Wellness Wednesday yet. We'll see. Um, but also coming up our Fantastic Friday, where we share our Yummy and Yuckmo review. And we went to a restaurant and shared some foo-foo and one of our points of just parenting while podcasting. Like all life's traumatic or, you know, great things in life and things we go through in life and just being able to still podcast through it. It's a difference, okay? It's not for the weak, I will say. So I am talked out on Talking Tuesday. So I am about to lay back and finish getting more of my healing, but I just wanted to share today of how do you deal with your heel? What do you do? What could you be doing? What should you do? And what have you done is really not working? So all right, guys, that is it for today. Thank you so much for joining and being a part of the QJS show, formerly known as the Queen Juicy Shake Show, where we're always discovering and rediscovering a personal connection to oneself and others, are encouraged, inspired, and motivated on a daily or weekly. As we love to say here at number 4, Fresh Blend Irish, get green, get going. Peace, love, and always I shall. I shall. I shall. joining. Don't forget to subscribe. Click that notification button and make sure you share this with someone or yourself that needs peace, love, and always healing from something. Peace and blessings. Yay. All right, let me go back in here. I gotta go lay down now. Shame.